The Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee (Mpcc) on Thursday asserted that recurring lapses in the country's education system have a disproportionate fallout on students from Meghalaya, citing the recent NEET-UG 2026 controversy as a reflection of deeper systematic shortcomings. Addressing reporters, Mpcc chairman in charge social media Lankoparwar claimed that students in the state bear the brunt of examination irregularities and funding uncertainties due to Meghalaya's geographical challenges and dependence on centrally sponsored education schemes. Highlighting the scale of the impact, War said 4,164 candidates from Meghalaya were compelled to reappear for the NEET examination across 14 centers, underscoring the additional logistical and financial burden placed on students and their families. He further flagged that the state's heavy reliance on the Samagra Shiksha program under the 90:10 funding formula and pointed to the limited penetration of digital infrastructure in schools, arguing that any disruption in national education policies has far-reaching consequences for learners in Meghalaya. Describing the NEET-UG row as a symptomatic of a wider crisis in the education sector, the Congress leader maintained that policy failures at the national level translate into heightened challenges for students in peripheral states and called for corrective measures to ensure equitable and access to quality education and examination processes.
So the budgetary allocation for the year 2024 to 25 has seen a reduction of around 7%. Now 7% out of 1,20,000 crore, 628 crore is a huge amount. Now it doesn't stop there. The data further indicates that that the higher education allocation for 24-25, that is the budget estimates, has further reduced from by 17% lower than the 2023-2024 revised estimates. Education education is on the concurrent list, which is a shared responsibility of the center and the states. Yet NEET, CUET, and the NTA-led national testing have concentrated power in Delhi. When the centralized system collapses, as evidenced by the NEET leak, Delhi takes the credit for control but pushes the blame onto students and states. So the same coercion is visible in school funding. The center told Parliament in the financial year 24-25 that Kerala, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal received no Samagra Shiksha funds, which is roughly around 328.90 crore for Kerala, rupees 2,151 crore for Tamil Nadu, and rupees 1,745 crore for West Bengal. These funds were not released because the three states refused to sign the MOU, which is sign the PM Shri MOU, tying them to the center's policy. Later, of course, we came to know that the funds were released for Kerala and Tamil Nadu. But the fact that the center used this as a leverage mechanism to coerce and to force the states into signing, into accepting the policies of the central government is indicative of how the central government is actually using policy as a political tool. So we are very concerned about that also, because this money is not the central government's money, it's the people's money. And it's meant for government school children. But in this particular case, like I highlighted, it was used as a lever, as a leverage to force compliance. Now, for a small funding-dependent state like Meghalaya, this sets a frightening precedent. Either we agree with Delhi, or we get penalized. So this is another major concern as far as the education system is concerned in the country today. We're very, very concerned about the autonomy of the states to take decisions, to take policy decisions to address the needs and requirements of the system, of the education system in the state. Now, I would like to draw your attention to another very, very important point. This is the underfunding of public education. I made reference to the NEP 2020 earlier. And this is another point that I would like to share with all of you. Now, the NEP 2020 repeats the decades-old promise to raise public education spending to 6% of GDP. The latest official figure cited in Parliament puts it at just 4.12% of GDP in 21-22. Now, the Union Budget 2024-25 then cut the Education Ministry's allocation by 7%, with higher education down 17%, and the UGC's allocation slashed by about 61% from roughly 5,200 crore to 2,500 crore. Now, when public schools and colleges are starved, families are pushed toward private coaching.
Because of the various nationwide exam failures, I think it's a legitimate demand. And we believe so that somebody, we always say that somebody has to build the cat. No, the buck has to stop somewhere. And the buck at this time has to stop with the Education Minister, the Union Minister. I think it's very important that we stick to that. And the government also takes it, shows at least that it takes it a lot more seriously than what it has been doing. We also say that, that whatever leakage that has happened in the past, I think there should be a time-bound investigation towards the various leakages that has happened, because the public needs to know, the students needs to know, and especially people who are aspiring, because then you'll build the confidence level amongst the students as far as students is concerned, because I think it's been eroding, and it's eroded quite heavily right now. So most of the students have given up on the system itself. Yeah.